Joint pain affects millions worldwide. For many, even climbing stairs or opening jars is a struggle. In every family, someone wakes up stiff and goes to bed aching.
My aunt has arthritis. Pills help, but she hates the stomach pain. She keeps asking me if there's a kinder way.
Painkillers can help, yet side effects often create new problems. Many rely on painkillers, annoyed, but those side effects push people to look for safer ways. Across cultures, people turn to herbs, remedies shaped by observation, refined by time.
Can plants really help arthritis? I mean, beyond comfort, can they actually calm inflammation?
Yes, and not magically. Certain herbs influence inflammatory pathways our bodies use every day. We'll explore 7 herbs that naturally support joint comfort. Tradition says yes. Today, science is catching up. These herbs don't replace medicine, but they can be allies. Let's see how. From turmeric to nettle, we'll compare tradition with modern findings, simply and clearly. First up, turmeric, the golden root. Turmeric, the golden root, used for centuries in India and Asia for its healing powers. Turmeric contains curcumin, the compound studied for its strong anti-inflammatory effects. Curcumin works on pathways like NF-kappa B, linked to joint pain and swelling.
So turmeric isn't just spice, it's like nature's anti-inflammatory?
Exactly. Studies show it can reduce joint stiffness and pain, especially in arthritis. But curcumin absorbs poorly. Black pepper boosts its bioavailability by 2,000%.
So if I just cook curry with turmeric and pepper, that actually makes it stronger?
Yes. That's why traditional dishes often pair the two. Science now proves their wisdom. Turmeric and black pepper, a natural synergy for better absorption.
That makes me think of my grandmother's recipes. She always added pepper, without knowing why.
Wisdom passed down. With turmeric and pepper, you get both tradition and science. That's turmeric, the golden root that eases joints and connects ancient kitchens with modern science. Next, ginger, another kitchen staple with powerful medicinal roots. Ginger comes from the rhizome of Zingiber officinale, cultivated in tropical soils. The active compounds are gingerols and shogaos, potent molecules that reduce inflammation. These molecules act on prostaglandins and COX-2 enzymes, pain and swelling.
So ginger tea isn't just warming, it's actually reducing inflammation inside?
Exactly. Clinical trials show ginger can ease osteoarthritis pain and morning stiffness. Traditionally, ginger is sliced, dried, or boiled into teas.
That explains why my mom always gave me ginger tea when I was sick. It wasn't just comfort.
Exactly. Her tradition lines up with modern evidence. From farms to teacups, ginger carries healing across generations. So when you sip ginger tea, remember, it's more than flavour. It's medicine, backed by time and science. That's ginger, spicy, warming, and scientifically proven to ease pain and inflammation. Willow bark, the original source of aspirin, used for centuries to relieve pain. It comes from the bark of willow trees, stripped and dried. Willow bark contains salicin, which the body converts into salicylic acid, the basis for aspirin. This natural compound reduces inflammation and pain, much like synthetic aspirin today.
So when people drank willow bark tea, they were basically taking nature's aspirin?
Exactly. In fact, Hippocrates wrote about willow bark as early as 400 BC. The bark was boiled into teas or chewed directly for pain relief.
That's amazing. It shows how traditional remedies laid the foundation for modern medicine.
Yes, but willow bark is gentler than synthetic aspirin, with fewer stomach side effects. Modern aspirin was developed by refining and modifying this very compound. So when you think of aspirin, remember, it started with willow bark. That's willow bark, nature's aspirin, trusted for centuries and validated by science. Boswellia, also known as frankincense, has been treasured since ancient times for easing inflammation. It comes from the resin of Boswellia trees, harvested by tapping the bark. Boswellia contains boswellic acids, powerful compounds that block the 5-LOX enzyme, reducing inflammation. By inhibiting 5-LOX, Boswellia calms overactive immune responses linked to arthritis.
So, this resin isn't just for incense, it's actually medicine for joints?
Yes. Clinical studies show Boswellia can ease knee pain and improve mobility. Traditionally, the dried resin was chewed, powdered, or brewed into tea.
It's amazing how something used in temples is also a therapy for arthritis.
Yes. And unlike some drugs, Boswellia is well tolerated, with minimal side effects. From the deserts of Arabia to clinics today, Boswellia bridges tradition and science. So next time you see frankincense, remember it's more than incense, it's joint relief in resin form. That's Boswellia, the resin that carries healing from temples to modern clinics. Nettle, a stinging plant once feared, now valued for its anti-inflammatory power. Nettle grows in temperate fields. Its tiny hairs sting, but hold healing compounds. Nettle contains flavonoids and compounds that reduce cytokines and histamine, key players in inflammation. By lowering cytokines and histamine, nettle calms joint pain and swelling.
So, drinking nettle tea could actually calm allergies and joint inflammation?
Yes. Research shows nettle extracts improve mobility and reduce arthritis pain. Traditionally, nettle leaves were dried, brewed, or even cooked as food.
That's fascinating. Something people avoided touching is actually medicine.
Yes. It shows how nature hides healing in unexpected places. From sting to strength, nettle transforms from a nuisance to a remedy. So the sting of nettle becomes strength for those with aching joints. That's nettle, the stinging leaf that heals where it once hurt. Devil's claw, an African herb with hooked fruit, but roots that ease joint pain. Native to southern Africa, it thrives in dry soils where its hooked fruit spreads. The roots contain harpagicide, a compound that blocks COX2 and TNF-alpha, major inflammation drivers. Harpagicide interrupts inflammatory pathways, easing swelling and pain.
So, devil's claw works like modern anti-inflammatories, but from a root?
Yes. Studies from Europe show it reduces back pain and arthritis stiffness. Traditionally, the dried roots were powdered or boiled into bitter tea.
I can imagine the taste, but if it helps, people must have endured it gladly.
True. And today, extracts are in capsules, making it easier to take. From African plains to pharmacy shelves, devil's claw carries healing across worlds. So this hooked fruit hides a root that soothes aching joints. That's devil's claw, the root from Africa that eases pain, backed by tradition and science. Cat's claw, a vine from the Amazon rainforest, used for centuries to calm inflammation and boost immunity. This vine, with curved thorns like a cat's claw, climbs trees deep in the Amazon. Cat's claw contains oxindole alkaloids that modulate the immune system and reduce TNF-alpha. These compounds help calm inflammation while enhancing immune defense.
So, cat's claw helps both arthritis and immune strength.
Yes. Studies suggest it reduces joint pain while supporting white blood cell activity. Traditionally, the bark was dried, shredded, and brewed into strong teas.
It's incredible how rainforest traditions align with modern research.
Yes, cat's claw shows how nature and science meet in healing. From Amazon villages to modern clinics, cat's claw bridges ancient and new. So behind its thorns, cat's claw holds healing for joints and immunity alike. That's cat's claw, the Amazon vine with claws for climbing
and roots for healing. We've journeyed through 7 herbs, each with science, tradition, and healing power. From turmeric's golden root to cat's claw's rainforest vine, nature offers remedies that modern science now confirms.
And what amazes me is how traditions from Africa, Asia, and the Americas align with today's clinical findings.
Of course, herbs are not magic. They're tools that support, not replace, proper care.
But knowing about them gives us choices, ways to blend ancient wisdom with modern life.
So next time you sip herbal tea, remember, you're part of a story thousands of years old. This is the wisdom of herbs, bridging the ancient and the modern, bringing healing from nature's hands to yours.